Was it the new WNBA commissioner who suggested that the entire WNBA should have been on the cover of the Time magazine honor for Caitlin Clark, Marvin?
It was the owner of the Washington Mystics.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I don't know who this person is, but felt like if you're going to celebrate the WNBA, why not celebrate it with everybody in the WNBA or some of the bigger stars and Caitlin Clark? But if you're Time's Person of the Year, it's not the People of the Year. It was a Person of the Year. Can't we just acknowledge Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA?
I'm curious to know who the other candidates were, but the fact that that's the very first WNBA player to ever win Time Magazine Athlete of the Year is pretty special. And my question is, like the criteria, is it based off of her performance on the court, which, yeah, she had a great year, or is it more about the impact that she had on the game?
When the news broke about Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking and record-setting LPGA sponsorship deal, it wasn't just the sports world that paid attention. It felt like a monumental shift that echoed through all corners of athletics. The Iowa Star, already a well-known figure in basketball, stepped into a highly profitable golf endorsement that propelled her into uncharted territory. While fans celebrated in excitement, some influential figures from the basketball world, including the iconic Sheryl Swoopes, responded with a more contemplative stance.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot. It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah. Melissa,
there's a lot of shit. What kind of things you think?
Locker room.
Okay.
Swoopes, a trailblazer who has championed women's basketball for years, seemed genuinely moved by the news. Was it disbelief, admiration, or perhaps a touch of frustration that today's athletes are reaching milestones she could only dream of during her era? The conversation surrounding this development is split, and the implications are far-reaching. Honor, this moment is about more than just a sponsorship. It symbolizes a clash of generations, values, and the true spirit of transcending the sport itself. Before we dive deeper into this electrifying story, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive insights and takes on the hottest sports controversies.
You guys didn't actually have to carry bags.
Yeah. I was excited.
You wanted to.
I was going to give you
You were
some pointers.
Hey, I was counting on it. You want to hit one of my shots for me?
No, I'm too nervous when it's too much people.
Hey, I almost nailed one of them.
Have you learned the club tour yet?
Nah, I'm not coordinated enough for that.
Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking agreement with the LPGA is more than just a significant accomplishment. It marks a transformative moment in the sports world. Reports suggest that this partnership could be worth an eye-popping 8 figures, making it one of the largest deals ever signed by a female athlete. Clark's exceptional talent on the basketball court has paved the way for her entry into the world of golf sponsorship, an almost unprecedented transition in the athletic realm. This bold move challenges the traditional limits of what an athlete can achieve beyond their primary sport. Clark's influence extends far beyond the basketball court, as her marketability now bridges 2 distinct sports. This is not just a personal victory for her, but also a striking testament to her cultural impact and a sign of a new era, where cross-sport branding is not only possible, but also highly lucrative.
For women's sports and basketball, and to have her at our golf tournament, I'm in awe. I got a basketball. I'm hoping she signs it for my girls. But it's just really cool to see her coming out. I've seen her swing. I think she has a great swing and she has potential.
For Caitlin, this deal represents more than just financial reward or greater visibility. It symbolizes her ability to defy expectations and challenge established norms. While her supporters celebrate this groundbreaking achievement, there are some voices of skepticism, questioning whether such a heavy focus on endorsements could overshadow her basketball legacy. Nevertheless, one thing is certain, Caitlin Clark is not just making headlines, she is setting a new standard for future athletes, demonstrating that the possibilities are limitless.
I was once that little Iowa girl who was inspired to dream big, real big. And that dream was more than women's basketball. It was possibility that I turned into reality. I'm still that girl from Iowa, but now it's my turn to inspire. If I can drop 40, you can drop 50. If we can drop 56,000 fans, you can drop 57. If I can sign with Gatorade, you can too.
When Sheryl Swoopes learned about Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking deal, her reaction was a mix of surprise and deep emotion. As a Hall of Famer known for her candor, Swoopes expressed genuine admiration for Clark's extraordinary accomplishments. However, she also highlighted the stark contrast between the opportunities available in her time and those available to today's athletes. Number 1. In a social media post, Swoopes openly questioned the timing and nature of such deals, reflecting on the reality that athletes of her generation often faced significant obstacles despite their own exceptional performances. This wasn't a sentiment of bitterness, she emphasized, but rather a reflection on the progress women's sports have made and how much further there is still to go.
And today, I have two. I am going to give Caitlin Clark her flowers. Yes, I said that. Oh my God. I know. But, and I'm not going to put it together. I'm going to give Caitlin her flowers because I think what she has done coming into this league absolutely has brought more eyes, whether you like them or not, but has brought more eyes, more marketing. Like, people just want to watch the game and they want to talk about it, even those that don't know anything about it.
Her remarks sparked passionate debates across multiple platforms. Some praised her as making a genuine call for equity in women's sports, while others interpreted it as a subtle hint of envy toward Clark's unparalleled success. This ongoing tension between celebration and critique continues to drive discussions, keeping fans on both sides engaged and reflective about the evolution of women's athletics. The dialogue remains crucial, shedding light on the complexities of progress in the world of sports.
What do you think the league needs to continue to do to invest in the WNBA and its players?
At the end of the day, my main issue is with the CBA. I know, NECA and the Players Association, they did such a great job of getting us a new collective bargaining agreement, but we have owners at the moment that want to do more for us and give more for us, i.e. this Becky Hammond situation, which I think is amazing, that there's owners in the WNBA that want to pay us, which is close to, the whole salary cap in the WNBA. Becky Hammond is getting $1 million a year. The salary cap is 1.4, I think. So it's tough to know that few of us are already taking a salary cut to play here in the WNBA. I've been vocal since.
When Sheryl Swoopes reacted with such deep emotion to the news of Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking LPGA sponsorship deal, it wasn't just a personal moment. It highlighted a much larger, ongoing issue: the gender pay gap in sports. For years, female athletes have faced an uphill battle in securing sponsorships that come close to those enjoyed by their male counterparts. They pay thousands of dollars in fee structure approval and suffer feeling more competent than they ever have when it comes to chronic illnesses and self-injuries. While Clark's extraordinary achievement is certainly worth celebrating, it also underscores how rare such opportunities truly are. Even today, the harsh reality remains that most female athletes earn only a fraction of what their male peers make, despite demonstrating equal levels of skill, commitment, and hard work.
Or take on the revenue sharing situation.
In a lot of areas, the WNBA tries to do things like them in their business plan. That's to be honest. Right? I feel as though we should not have. And I also think maybe to get to that point, maybe we have to de-unionize. As a league, we're setting ourselves up to look like a champion. We're paying our coaches more than our star players. We're paying our GMs more than our star players. I think that the way you has the product on display says a lot about the product. So even the pricing of the app, it's like $14.99 or $29.29. What does that say? Even the jersey, right? I went to Chicago and it's like, can't find my jersey, can't get my jersey, can't buy my jersey. There's no production of my jersey. Right? Won the championship, still can't find my jersey. Even the entire
Swoopes' frustration goes beyond her personal experience. It reflects a systemic issue deeply embedded in sports culture. She embodies a generation of female athletes whose pioneering efforts have laid the foundation for the progress we see today. However, her heartfelt response also underscores the ongoing struggle that remains. There is still much work to be done to ensure that all athletes, regardless of gender, receive fair compensation and the recognition they deserve for their dedication and achievements. The fight for equality in sports is far from over, and it is a battle that must persist until justice is achieved for every athlete. Caitlin Clark's response to the controversy surrounding her was strikingly composed. Much like her performances on the basketball court, in a recent interview, she expressed gratitude for the opportunities she's received, saying, "I'm thankful for the chances I've been given, but I must acknowledge that I stand on the shoulders of giants like Sheryl Swoopes." With this statement, Clark deflected any criticism directed her way with remarkable grace and humility. Rather than deepening existing divisions, she chose to highlight the importance of unity and progress within women's sports. Her thoughtful words resonated deeply with her fans, further solidifying her status as a role model both on and off the court. This mature and insightful approach not only eased some of the tension, but also showcased Clark's keen awareness of her influence in the world of sports. End quote.
Got to go to the players of the week. Both of them had outstanding weeks, and they're the next two opponents of the week. Caitlin Clark will be here on